Sal de Sanctis, our client, was back from the United States after 30 years in the hopes of getting a full-grown adult lioness. We chartered a flight from Wonderboom Airport, which is situated in Pretoria, Gauteng of South Africa. After taking off in a Cessna 402, we headed northwest over the Magaliesberg Mountains towards the heart of the Kalahari. The Kalahari Desert is a large semi-arid area in southern Africa covering some 900,000 square kilometers. The name Kalahari is derived from the Tswana word Kala, meaning the great thirst. The Kalahari is a vast area which is covered mainly by red sands and has no permanent surface water. The vegetation in the Kalahari consists mainly of scrub acacia that is adapted perfectly to thrive in an area that has very, very low rainfall. After a short 2-hour flight, we landed in the Kalahari, where we were met by our host and guide, Ivan Nivot, who eagerly welcomed us.
Hey, Gordon.
How are you, man?
Hey, good and you? Long flight?
Yeah.
How's it going, Gordon?
Really? Good.
Very good, very good. Wayne?
No, Wayne.
How's it going, Wayne?
Good and you, Ivan?
Very good.
So,
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Ivan Nivot, pleased to meet you.
Same here. Same here.
Nice to
Very
meet you,
nice.
sir.
Very nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Welcome to the Kalahari.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, you're back in Africa after quite a few years.
It has been a few years, indeed.
We were about getting ready to go and look for a lion for you. Why? What made you come back?
Well, I think I've read somewhere about once the dust of Africa is on your boots, you must come back. I'm glad to be back, and it's certainly good to see the Kalahari again. I have a soft spot in my heart for that.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, man. So the lion that you're looking for, from what I understand, you've been waiting a long time to finally and hopefully, if we succeed with this.
Yes, it would be quite an achievement after 30 some years of waiting to finally conclude this.
Okay, so but now the previous lion, I understand you could have shot one, but you didn't.
For one reason or another, a lion has always eluded me, and it seems like on several other occasions beside the last one, it just didn't quite materialize. But the last time, I really passed it up to give the shot to a friend of mine. As it turned out, I expected more opportunities, which never materialized. So here I am. Hopefully, this will be the final and best ending to a quest that's been going on for a while.
Well, we'll certainly put all our efforts into getting you a lion. We need to, from what I understand too, anyway, you brought the right kind of guns. Because that obviously would be an important thing, an important factor. Your 9.3 is what you're going to be using on the lion, I understand.
Correct.
What about, why don't you just tell us a little more?
I brought a double rifle made in France called a Chapuis 9.374, which is a long-established cartridge from around the turn of the century, perhaps before, a little after. Very well-balanced cartridge between bullet diameter, bullet weight, and velocity, which is what makes some rifles better than others in terms of a perfect balance that doesn't overdo one aspect or the other, and hopefully it'll work out that way.
That is an important thing that you mentioned there, because with lion being having such a well-developed central nervous system, they're very susceptible to the hydrostatic shock from a bullet. So you do need that balance. Also, with the lion being as strongly built, despite the fact that they're thin-skinned animals, you need a bullet that's got some sort of integrity and that's going to hold together in order for it to do its job. The last thing that you need is the bullet to fail before it's hit any of the vitals. And I think one of the mistakes people make is that they try and push the velocities too high, and it's almost, it doesn't matter what kind of bullet you're shooting, if you push it fast enough, it will fail. And I think that it sounds like that 9.3 of yours, you've got a very nice balance between the speed and good bullet weight, which gives you the momentum, and it'll get through and do its job. An important aspect to any successful hunt is to check the rifles on arrival at the camp.
Alright.
Fire in the hole.
Fire in a hole.
This is an important exercise because at times your luggage and baggage can get mishandled in the airport terminals or during your travel.
Oh, that's better.
I better stay with that.
It's a little lower, but it's about an inch apart.
I'll just pick it up.
Use those, and we'll just raise them.
All right.
Get the gun, we'll go.
I'm not that good a shot. That's the difference.
Because of the high value of an African safari, it is advisable to fit the best optics that you can afford to your rifle.
I think
Let me have a look. Those are marked. Okay, then you shot there and
these
there.
two, right?
Okay.
And these are the.
And then those are the
Yeah.
the adjustment.
Aye.
Okay, so you now need to bring it over to the left side.
All right.
Yeah, but the height, I think we're good.
Okay.
I mean, they're within. Let's go.
This will also minimize the adjustments that you may need to make when you're firing your rifle on the shooting range.
Gee. Okay. You know what? Sal, you know, go two back,
Two back.
and then, but we'll be good then.
All right.
You won't need to shoot one again. But just go two back. You're just to the left of.
Okay.
The gun is shooting okay.
Yeah.
Sal is shooting good. And now we're going to go and see. Maybe we'll pick up on some tracks. If we do, and it's something good, then we'll follow it. I don't know. Unless you want to go home and sleep.
I doubt it. I
You're
didn't
not
come
going to shoot one in camp.
that many thousand miles.
You won't shoot one in camp.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah. So we're going to go out there. It's nearly midday, but
Okay.
then the lions will be resting up. So it'll be easy. If we find a track, it'll be easy to catch up with them. So
They might be laid up.
no, they will be.
I
They
see.
will be. Yeah.
I see. Good.
Just like we want to be laid up now too.
Right.
But we're the hunters, not the hunters.
All right. Okay.
Right, so let's go.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
What's probably going to happen is when we follow, a lot of times it depends on the brush, it depends on the
Right.
situation, but if it's going to be very close, just shoot offhand,
Right.
like 25 yards or less. But I'll let the trackers know. One of the trackers is going to set the sticks up for you.
Okay.
Otherwise, if we have time,
Right.
we'll put the sticks up and you take your time, you take a shot. And if you don't have a shot, don't take the shot.
Okay.
Sorry, dis die beste stok wat ek nou kon kry.
It's gotten warm.
It's warming up. Where do you walk? Are you sitting in the middle?
Yeah, why not?
Safe in the middle.
They come from the sides, don't they?
Yeah.
The Kalahari receives very little rainfall per year and usually ranges between 3 and 7.5 inches per year. The summer temperatures are usually very high and can reach up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Kalahari vegetation consists mainly of grasses and scrub acacias, with over 400 identified plant species in the region. This track is pretty fresh because with this wind that's blowing and the sand, it'll blow the track, it'll kill the track.
I
So
see.
that you can still see it pretty clearly. So,
Right.
so it's a pretty fresh track, and that track is heading out that direction. So
Yeah, I see what you mean. There's a sharp delineation
yeah, you
here
see it's
that's
a lot
not worn
with
down
it,
yet.
Exactly.
I see.
So it's fairly distinct still.
Yep.
You give it an hour or two, then it'll
this is
almost
the
disappear.
second one,
That's
right?
the second one,
Yep.
and
There's
as I
the
said, it's
third one
going
over on the left.
Yep.
How about that? Those are the front, you think? The left?
The front print is always bigger than the back
I see.
because it's heavier in the chest. Most of the
I
African
see.
game is like that.
Yeah.
You'll see that they even on the antelope, the front hooves are bigger than the back
Yeah, I
because
see.
they carry more weight on the front. So
I see. They're shoulder heavy, huh?
Exactly, exactly. And you'll get the same thing with the lion.
I see.
The front will be slightly bigger than the back.
Very impressive.
And the brown and spotted hyena, it's even more distinct. If you
Pronounced,
saw the
yeah.
two tracks, you'd almost think it's two different animals.
Really?
That's how much smaller the back paw is.
Huh.
Right, we'll have to get the trackers and let's go and see.
All right.
Go and get yourself
Sounds
a
good.
cat. Sal was enjoying being back under the African sun in the Kalahari, and the team was very optimistic about the tracks that we found. We saw that track this morning,
Right.
and we've driven some of the roads just to see if that, because these blocks are fairly big, just to see if that cat has come out of one of those blocks. And so far we don't see any tracks crossing these roads, so which would mean that the cat is still in that block.
I see.
So what we're going to need to do is once we've driven the final
Leg.
roads, then we'll formulate a game plan in the morning. We can go back,
Okay.
pick up that track. We'll have to follow it. We're not sure if it's male or female.
Right.
It's a pretty good track, so we'll have to check that in the morning.
Sounds good.
After a long day of driving and checking various line tracks, it was time to enjoy the beautiful sunset as the sounds of the African night came alive. It's the second day. We're looking for the lion. Yesterday we only got tracks. Found tracks of a young male and a female. And this morning it's a little after 7 a.m. and we're going to now just check again where we drove yesterday to see if any of the tracks had crossed our tracks. If they haven't crossed, then we sort of got an idea where that cat might be. Sal is looking for a full-grown female, and they do tend to be a little more dangerous than the males. They're the hunters, and males tend to be lazy, I suppose, like humans too. But so what we're going to do is the guys are just busy getting themselves sorted out. We're working out a bit of a game plan, and then we're going to go out, try and find that track. If we find a fresh one, then we'll take the track and hopefully bump into the cat. We're actually going to take 2 vehicles out today. This morning we're going to have another vehicle just to save some time because we're a little bit pressured with time. They're going to cover some other areas, and if we get tracks they'll call us, and the game is on. Lion are fairly nomadic and tend to follow easy and accessible routes like road paths and water courses, and these are the areas to concentrate on when looking for lion tracks.
See, this is very fresh. Huh?
After coming across a track that we felt had a lot of potential, we decided to follow it and see if it would give us an opportunity on the line. We've found a fresh track, and looks like a good line, and it's heading through that way. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the track, and you never know, we could find the line real close. We could also walk all day after it. So we're gonna see. It looks promising. So it's a nice fresh track. Should be fairly easy to follow in the sand. So we're gonna just go and see. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling fine.
Feeling
We're
positive?
ready. We're feeling fine. I think
Okay.
we're going to be ready for either possibility could be
For some
close,
action,
as you say, or it could be all
Yeah.
day.
Lions tend to spend most of their time in the shade during the day. A good tracker, if he's got a track to follow, should be able to catch up to this lion fairly quickly. Once you've come upon this lion, it will normally be laying down in long grass and it'll be fairly difficult to see it. A shot at this point will not be advisable because the vital area of the lion will be covered by the grass or the scrub in which it is laying.
It's in these bushes here. I see. Didn't cross the oswald because they went through. Follow the bush line rather than the opening.
What has happened? We took that track that we saw earlier on,
Right.
and we didn't go too long. Maybe 30 minutes or a little more, and got into this thick stuff as you saw here.
Right.
And it was pretty interesting when we're following the track, and then we saw her track on top of our track.
A little unnerving as
A
well.
little unnerving, I suppose. Interesting is we don't want to put guys off. It was interesting.
Absolutely.
And then we followed, and well, you were up on the sticks on her, but
I was, but he had him up so high, and by the time I recognized the shape and all that, it was a little too late.
Yeah.
She moved off.
but this grass is long too, so
Pardon?
the grass is
Yes,
fairly long, so
yes.
you sort
But
of
I
just
had a
catch
good
your
shot
chance.
though.
Yeah.
I could tell by the top of the back where I would have taken the shot.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it didn't work out. She saw us, spooked, and we followed the track. Unfortunately, wind has also not been in our favour now.
Yes. Now, did the lions use the wind in their favor as an elephant does,
Yeah.
or was it just coincidental?
So they will.
They do
I
on
don't know if you
purpose.
noticed, the wind was favourable for us, and then
she
and then
turned.
the track slowly turned,
Yeah.
so that the wind was in
The
her
wind was
favour,
in her
because she
favour.
knew, after she saw us, she knew something was behind her.
Something, right.
So now we glimpsed
she's
it. Yeah,
aware.
it was a little far for a shot,
Yes.
and she's taken off. So what we're going to do is we'll just wait a little while,
Right.
and let her
Have her
hopefully settle
down.
down a little, and
Yeah.
then we can maybe pick up the track and see.
That's
but it is
promising,
close.
isn't it? Good-looking animal.
Better than what it was yesterday.
Yeah, good-looking animal.
Nice, very nice female. Very big head on her. So
Yeah.
let's hope we can connect with her again, and that she'll just give us the opportunity and the gap we need.
That's why it's called hunting.
Yeah, and not shooting.
Not shooting.
Yeah.
Shooting is only a target.
There you go.
Pretty exciting.
How do you feel, man?
I feel awesome. I break the jinx. I finally got a lion after,
Well done.
after 3
Well
trips.
done, eh?
Thank you.
Eh?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome. Well, Sal, congratulations. We got a really, really good lioness there for you.
Thank you for your help.
And that 9.3 bullet of yours seemed to work pretty good. The bullet performed well. The gun performed well.
Very
and,
pleased with it.
And I suppose I could say it earned its stripes. It's not really stripes, but the engraving of the lioness on the rifle that you had done. It's now earned that.
Yes, that was quite fitting in the fact that a friend, Joe de Pasquale from Maine, engraved that for me and did a nice job, in hopes that what happened would happen and validate its presence on the gun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Well,
it did. So
it did.
Yeah.
Run us through maybe what was going through your mind when it all happened, because it was pretty close, I think.
yes, but
Definitely under 100 yards. Eh?
way under 100 yards. But as far as what I was thinking at the time of the shot, it's all a jumble of visions and things like that. It was by several estimates either 15 or 20 yards away.
Yeah.
And was screened behind a short grass that was tawny colored, the same as its hide, and it was very difficult for me to see. And all that is just one jumble of things going through your mind, as well as trying to make sure you got the shot where it has to be to make sure that everybody around you is safe.
Yeah. But Sal, it's been really, really great hunting with you. It's been good having you around with on that lion hunt. I'm just glad you could shoot straight, because it gets a little unnerving when people don't shoot straight and you're 15 yards away from a lion.
I suppose. Well, it's especially intimidating when you read, as I have, that it takes a lion approximately 3.2 seconds to cover 100 yards, and this was at 20.
Yeah.
So how much time did we have for reaction? Not much.
Not much at all. if you would have blinked, it would have been good. Too late.
All right. Well, thank you for your help.
It's an absolute pleasure having you,
It was
Sal.
an awesome hunt.
We hope to see you again.
Hope so.
Camp.
Extremely, extremely great experience.